Good evening. My name is Mike Hannawalt, and I'm from the Laurel Hills District of Westmoreland Fayette Council, and I'm the Webelos Transition Coordinator for the district. And I appreciate everyone joining us tonight, whether you're here in person, on site at St. Bruno's, or whether you've joined us online. For those that are online, if you would just make sure that you're muted and you can turn your camera off. And then as troops that are online with us do their presentations, I'll let you know that you can turn your cameras on and unmute yourself. There'll be opportunities to ask questions throughout. You can also use the chat. We'll be monitoring the chat. But we really want to get you started tonight. So thanks again for showing up, for all of our Webelos, for our scouts, and for our leaders and adults. We really appreciate you being here. So this is a really exciting time in scouting. For those Cubs that are moving into Webelos and AOLs, you now have a transition that's coming up to you. And we've also invited folks that maybe that transition is next year, and that's great. It's an opportunity for you to see what the process is over the next couple months, and what there's even opportunities for you that we'll talk about in September. So one of the things that I like to start off with is that what is the time frame for Cubs to bridge into Scouts? And this is all in the email that I sent out to folks. If you happen to be here in person or you happen to be online and you don't have that email, it went out to all the Cub leaders, and you can ask them to share that with you so that you have that information available. Also, this presentation is being recorded and it will be posted in the next week or two on the Westmoreland Fayette Council web page, and I will be sending out that link, and you'll be able to watch the video again for any of the information that I may go over too fast and you'd like to hear a second time. We will also email out all the information about the troops, as well as links that you can go to on the Westmoreland Fayette Council webpage that tells you where those troops are located, what times they meet, who their scoutmasters are, contact information. And I'll be talking to you about the importance of reaching out to those folks and visiting their troops as part of the bridging over process. So let me get started with some of the details. So for Cubs, March 1st really starts the first opportunity for bridging, and that runs through June 1st. And so there's a lot to be done in terms of making a decision. There were multiple troops across our district, and there were 3 districts in our council. And it really doesn't matter where you live. You can go to any scout troop that you want. And so it's really about finding a match. And when I talk about finding a match, what I really mean is that it's about the Cubs finding the match with the scout troop, not so much the adults. And that's going to be something you're going to see that's very different than the way the Cubs or the packs are run and the way that the troops are run for scouts. Is that the scouts, and you're going to see that tonight after I'm done talking, the scouts really have the leadership of the troops. They're responsible for putting together the suggestions for the program, and they run the program. And the leaders really stand behind the scouts and provide guidance. Where in Cubs, you would see that the pack leaders, the den leaders, were very much up front and kind of running the activities and the program that were going on for the Cubs. So why is that important? Well, what's important is that because the scouts are running the program, it's scout-led. And while our troops are all kind of under the same guidelines and have the same, mission, and their methods are different. The way that the kinds of things that they focus on are different. So we have some troops that do a lot of camping, and they may camp every month. We have some troops that camp in the wintertime and enjoy the cold weather camping. We have troops that go hiking. We have troops that go to museums, summer camp, high adventure. When you learn more about scouts, you learn that there are 4 high adventure camps. There's hiking in Philmont, New Mexico. There's canoeing in Michigan, Minnesota, and Canada. There's sailing and sea-based in Florida Keys and the Bahamas. And there's Bechtel that has mountain climbing and mountain biking and those kinds of things in West Virginia. So there's a lot of different programming that the scouts come together in their troops, and they talk about the kinds of things they're really interested in and the kinds of things that they want their troop to focus on. And that's where you'll see some differences across the troop. And so in this journey of bridging over and making the decision of what troop your scouts are going to join between March and June 1st, It's really about starting to identify what troop is going to have the best fit with the scout. And do as a troop throughout the year, you're going to be listening for where you think you're going to have the best fit and the best interest, because it's not necessarily that you join my troop, but it is about that the Cubs bridge over and join a troop, and that's a great experience. And oftentimes what we talk about is that if a scout is not really feeling like they're clicking with a particular troop, that's okay, because they can visit another troop and they can go join that troop. And it's really just finding that fit. So you'll hear me talk a lot about that tonight. So let's talk about what are the joining requirements. And these were recently updated in April 18th of 2022. So for some folks, you may hear that they're a little bit different than what you heard before. So these are the requirements for Cubs to bridge over to Scouts. And there are 3 different ones, and you have to meet one of them. So the first one is the Scout is at least 10 years old, currently in 5th grade, and register on or after March 1st. Okay, so 10 years old, currently in 5th grade, and register on or after March 1st with a troop. The second option is that the Scout has earned the Arrow of Light Award and is at least 10 years old. So have earned the Arrow of Light Award and is at least 10 years old. The last option is that the Scout is 11, but has not reached the age of 18. So those are the 3 requirements to be able to bridge over into a troop in 2023. Now, oftentimes we'll have Scouts ask about that they will really want to earn their Arrow of Light. And maybe they've turned 11, but they haven't finished that rank. And do they have to move over to the Scout troops before they finish that rank? And the answer is no, they don't have to move. It's more about the time frame than it is about whether they've reached Arrow Light or not. So a Cub can continue to work on that rank advance as normal and bridge into a Scout troop when they have either completed the Arrow of Light or we hit that June date. So the way that the packs work is that the only mandatory crossover is when a Cub has completed 5th grade. So like all other ranks in Cubs, once school ends, the Cub now moves on to the next rank. So I'm going to break down those different timeframes, but Cubs have that option, and many want to finish the Arrow of Light, which is great. And so you have that opportunity to do that. So here's the timeframes. So the first date that a Cub can register with their chosen Scout troop is March 1st. So for this year, March 1st, 2023. So there's a lot to be done, and I'm going to talk about that process again of visiting troops and making decisions. There are folks that are on site right now. They're actually visiting our troops. We have a number of troops that are here tonight at St. Bruno. So on March 1st, those Cubs that are ready to bridge, they've chosen a troop, they can bridge that first day of March. But what happens is that you have to complete your registration with your Scout troop, because you're not going to be registering with your pack. So you just go ahead on March 1st and you register with your chosen Scout troop. Now, if you're not ready by March 1st, then March 2nd through the last day of May, the Cubs can continue to work on their Arrow Light, but they have to be re-registered with their pack, right? They had to be registered somewhere. So you can be registered right on March 1st with a chosen troop, or you re-register with your pack and you keep working on your Arrow of Light. And you can continue to work on that Arrow of Light until the very last day of May. When you then register with the Scout troop, anytime between March 2nd and the end of May, that re-registration with the pack is transferred to the troop. So you're not paying a second time. It's transferred because you re-registered in the same year. Now, what you'll hear from troops, and you'll most likely see in the information that we send out or when you visit them, is that there are different fee structures that troops have because of the number of activities they do. Some of them may not charge any additional fees. It may be all done through fundraising. Other folks may charge a nominal fee for each activity that they go on, like a camp out for a weekend. And others may just charge a quarterly fee. So there's lots of different ways that troops do that. And that's something you want to ask about. So you have a full financial picture of what each troop does in terms of paying for all the activities they do. But your registration between March 2nd and the last day in May transfers from the PAC to the troop. So you're not paying a registration fee for a second time. The last deadline is June 1st. So June 1st is when all eligible Cubs, those 3 that I read before, are going to then register with their chosen scout troop. We say June 1st because we want to make sure that all of our Webelos and Aerolites that have bridged over to the troops have an opportunity to go to summer camp. And so throughout June is when summer camp is offered for all of our scout troops at Camp Conestoga. And again, it's the same process. So you've already registered with the PAC, and that just transfers over to the troop. Okay, so March 1st, that's why we do this in January, because March 1st is that first day that folks can bridge over. You can just register with the scout troop if you do it on March 1st. March 2nd through the end of May, you can re-register with your PAC, work on your Arrow of Light, and then when you're ready to make that transition and bridge over to the scout troop, you register with the scout troop, your registration is transferred, and then you move on from there, June 1st being the last day for the Cubs to bridge over to a scout troop. Okay? All right, so as I said, we're going to be emailing out this presentation so you have that information available to you. There was also the email that outlined all this. You can get that information from your PAC leadership that went out to all the PAC leaderships in our district. And as I said, we'll be emailing you out contact information for a number of our troops that are here tonight that tells you how you can get a hold of them and a little more information about their troop, where they meet, the times they meet, and who you can contact. But I also give you a link that will show you our entire district and all the troops and their contact information. So as I said, the last part of this before we have our presentations from our troops is that we want your scout to visit as many troops as possible. Now, generally we say, can you at least visit 3? You'll see the differences between the 3. And a lot of times folks will say to me, well, we have a PAC that is run along with our troop. And so it has the same number or similar number to our troop. And generally our folks go from the PAC to the troop. And that certainly is fine, but it may not be the right fit. So even if you're thinking about, well, my PAC generally goes to this troop, what I would suggest that you do is still go and visit at least 3 troops. Take 3 nights, go out and see them, talk to their scouts about the kinds of programming they do, talk to the leaders about how they support the scout-led program. And for parents, it's really about positioning your cub to talk about what he or she is interested in, what he or she is excited about, because the program is very different. This is not going to be, sitting around the table and doing projects together. It really moves from the indoor classroom to the outdoor classroom. And it's really reversed. So in PACs, you're going to see, a lot of, majority of the programs inside or in a pavilion with outdoor programming being part of that, but not to a great extent. You're going to see the flip side in scouting, where the indoor program is much less, and the outdoor program is really about what the program is. It's about doing the kinds of skills that they've learned in the PAC, but now using them in action at the scout troop. You can visit as many as you want. You could visit all the scout troops as you want, but we ask you to at least take a look at 3 and really sit down with your scout and really ask him or her what excites him or her about the scouting program. And and then to really challenge your scout to talk about what is the best fit for the troop of interest. And then you can reach out to that troop and talk about their process for registration in those timeframes that I talked about. Now, what you'll see when you look at the troop numbers, and you're going to hear some of that tonight is, and you heard me saying he and she, is that we have boy troops and we have girl troops. And really the difference is that you're going to see, and I'll give you an example because we have two girl troops that are going to be presenting with us tonight. And we have their boy troops here as well. So for example, there's troop 304, and that's the boy troop. And then there's a 1 in front of it that designates it as a female troop. So we also have 1304. And so for those girls that are looking to bridge over, they're going to look for those troops that have a 4-digit number, because that represents the girl troops. So another example is we have troop 211 here tonight that'll be presenting. But we also have the girl troop that'll be presenting tonight. That's 1211. Okay, so there's great opportunities for both boys and girls to be part of our scouting program. Okay, so that's the information that I wanted to go over. I have one more piece that I wanted to show you that will also be included in the email, which is that every fall, and hopefully many of you that are here tonight and joining us online did this last fall, every September, we have a combined Scout Camporee and Webelos weekend. And that's really designed, so for those of you that will not be bridging over this year, you have the opportunity to go to that so that you can start, it's kind of we have the spring and the fall event to help our Webelos really get excited about joining a scout troop. And so that weekend camp out this year will be Saturday, September 23rd through Sunday, September 24th. There'll be more information on the website. I'll send you out some information in the email about that. But for our folks that are not bridging over this year, we strongly encourage you to come to Webelos weekend. You can actually come along with your leaders, a parent, an adult, a guardian, a loved one, and experience that together where you actually see what the scouts do in action at a camp out. The scouts camp out there. They have a program that's for the Webelos. And that's a great way to really see us in action. So essentially, hopefully those of you that are bridging over this year, starting in March, went to Webelos weekend last fall. And those of you that will be bridging over next year or the year after, you have the opportunity to come to our Webelos weekend. And so again, that'll be September 23rd, which is a Saturday, through Sunday, September 24th. And it's actually going to be at historic Hannistown. So it's a great opportunity for you to see scouting in action. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking at this point, and I'm going to have the troops start their presentations. And so just give us a few seconds as we switch folks in and out. Thank you so much.
Hello, good evening. My name is Jesse. I'm the SPL of Troop 416. To start off, I just want to talk about our leaders. In Troop 416, we have Mr. Ronald, Mr. Butina, and Mrs. Yothers. They all have a lot of experience with scouting, and they're very committed and dedicated to our troop. They put in a lot of time and effort to make sure that the program is fun for us. We have a very large and active group of younger scouts in our troop, and it's a lot of fun. Each year we go on many trips, obviously Conestoga in the summer. We have a big campfire each year at the end of the week. We also go to the spring camporee, fall camporee, Klondike Derby. We also go on one camp out each month, not including the months we have camporees. We've gone on many fun trips in the past. We went backpacking last spring. We went to Gettysburg as well. We've also gone cross-country skiing. A couple years ago, we went to DC. It was like a family trip, so families could come. We do bike trips and backpacking, stuff like that. We also have a family camp out each spring, like the family DC trip. Those are always a blast. We have some upcoming events this spring. We have a potential Pinewood Derby car race for the older scouts. We're going cabin camping this month. Hopefully it'll snow. We also have an annual pancake breakfast the beginning of March to raise funds. Klondike Derby is also upcoming. We also do popcorn pie sales and luminaries for fundraising as well. And for our meetings, we try to keep them fun and entertaining. We're based out of West Point. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because he's going to send out a flyer. But we have put out 33 Eagle Scouts in the last 10 years. So that's not really like the goal of our trip. The goal is to have fun, but we do have a lot of Eagle Scouts. And I think that's all. Anything I missed? Any questions? Yeah.
While we're waiting for any questions, my name's Rob Ronald. I'm the Scoutmaster of Troop 416. I've been Scoutmaster for 3 years, I believe now. And like Jesse said, we like to keep it pretty entertaining, but we like to live the Scout oath too. And so thanks a lot for listening. Any questions over there? We're good. Okay, thank you so
All right,
much.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, this is interesting. What is it?
This is a sign-up sheet for one of our campouts here at Troop 465. We have campouts ranging from cold weather camping like the Klondike Derby and March for Parks, and then warm weather camping like Hannistown and Claymont-Homa. And one thing that remains consistent throughout our campouts is our food.
The thing we do at camp is we bring a smoker to make food, and we're one of the only troops that cooks all of our meals in our campsite. And at a lot of other campouts, we make really good food there too.
Another thing about the food is that for a service, we provide food for the veterans during the Veterans Fishing Derby. However, we also like to have fun sometimes, so we go hockey and bowling and other things, you know.
Like my associate said, we're avid fans of the Johnstown Tomahawks, and including that, we're avid fans of activities too. We like to do rock climbing, cosmic bowling, trivia nights if we're lucky, and sometimes we like to go on carol and play music for the old folks at Hempfield Manor. But speaking of fun, we love to do sea base! Yeah! So you want to know what Sea Base is? Sea Base is a high adventure camp down in the Florida Keys where we get to do stuff with boats, fishing, campings, and islands. Yeah! But here's the catcher. You gotta be first class. And if you aren't first class by that time, then it's 4 more years you gotta wait. So get here and get it done quickly so you can have the time of your life. Boom! Please consider joining Troop 465. We meet at Harold's Line over by Hempfield High School, and we're welcoming anybody who wants to join, of course.
My name is Aaron Schisler, and I approve this message.
Yeah!
Well, hello, everybody. We're here in person from Troop 465. I'm Gavin. I'm a Life Scout currently. Here we have Waylon, who is second class, and we have Jack, who is also second class. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to chat. We're here to answer anything.
My name is Hugh Hubble. I'm Scoutmaster of Troop 465, and we'd love to see you at a meeting. Come visit us anytime. Thanks.
FYI, any information, I believe Mr. Hamill has told you already, and any information pertaining us will be sent out in an email.
Hi guys, we're from 1304 and 304. Some things about our troop. We camp year round. We go every month. That's one thing we do.
Yeah, we go on a lot of longer trips. So we get a lot of cool places. We've been to Alaska, Cody, Wyoming, Gettysburg, the United States Air Force Museum, and Dayton, Ohio. We've gone on a lot of canoe trips and just a lot of cool places across the country. We really like to eat well in our troop. We make a lot of good food. We spend a lot of time each year, normally at least a month working on Cooking Merit Badge. So good food. It's always a plus.
With all those trips, the troop provides tents, so you won't have to buy one. We also provide other equipment, backpacks, sleeping bags, whatever you would need.
We spend a lot of time focusing on canoeing. Every August, we have Keystone right in our backyard of Latrobe. So we have canoes that we have with our troop. We have about 8 or 9, and we take the whole troop out. We do a canoe, have a lot of fun, play games out on the lake, and spend just a lot of time with, boating.
Our troops meet together. We both meet at St. John's in Latrobe. It's the same time, 6:30 to 8. With that, we have a lot of people from who range different ranks, different ages. It's a good time.
And we're here if you guys have any questions.
Hello, everybody. I'm Josh. I'm a Star Scout with Troop 405.
I'm Ryan. I'm a Life Scout with Troop 405. I'm Micah. I'm a Star Scout with Troop 405.
I'm Jacob. I'm a first class scout with Troop 405.
Troop 405 has monthly campouts. We try our best to have one of those campouts or an overnight activity every month. Usually they're themed around a specific idea that we learn about during our meetings.
During some meetings, we like to do fun meetings to help bond with the troop. This can include bowling, Stattlers, and going to the corn mazes in the fall.
Within our troop, we have different counselors that cover different merit badges. We have 2 or 3 leaders that do mainly Eagle required because they are harder to get and less available throughout the rest of the year.
Troop 405 has troop elections twice a year, which give every scout plenty of opportunities, and we follow the patrol method, which is just thing which forces boys and troop so we can develop people around us to better leaders.
Troop 405 attends summer camp at Conestoga, as most troops do. And in the past, we have done family camps to Gettysburg and Washington, D.C. And this summer, we plan to go to the National Seashore in Maryland. So that is something you can look forward to in our troop. Also, this past summer, a group of scouts went to Philmont. And me and Ryan also we were part of that group. We went to Philmont and did a bunch of fun hiking. And we have better plans for the future. Next Thursday, January 19th at 7 p.m. here at St. Bruno's Church is our open house. We have a bunch of fun activities for everybody. to come look at our troop. And one of the special things we do for open house is we make pancakes. So everybody that comes will get a pancake from us. If anybody has any questions, just put them in the chat and we'll try our best to answer them. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sadie Sarver, and I am the Senior Patrol Leader of Troop 1211.
Hi, I'm Grace Sarver. I'm the Assistant Senior Patrol Leader.
We are a girls' troop from Delmont. We meet at Faith United Methodist Church or Trinity Church from 7 to 8:30 every Monday.
We are active in our community. We help with the Apple and Arts Festival that is held at Shields Farm. We have done service projects at Twin Lakes and Keystone Park. We participated in Scouting for Food, which benefits Westmoreland County Food Bank. We also have helped the charter organization Delmont Lions Club make no-sew blankets and build luminaries for the Delmont pilgrimage.
Some of the activities we have coming up are the Klondike Derby. This is an outside event full of winter fun. We have a sled race where we can build our own sled for the race. We also have a planning week where we camp at Yakahela and we discuss upcoming year and plan events and set goals.
We also go on lots of camping trips, such as Camp Yakahela, West Virginia Penitentiary, and who could forget our annual Camp Conestoga trip. Camp Conestoga is a week-long camp where you earn lots of merit badges. Your first year as a scout, you take the Pathfinder program, which is where you do different merit badges about nature, scoutcraft, swimming, and scouting skills. After Pathfinder, you can pick any 4 merit badges you're interested in.
We welcome new members. Currently, we are a group of girls ranging in age from 11 to 14 years old.
At our weekly meetings, we work on rank requirements and we usually play a game or activity.
My favorite scout trip was when we went to Ohio River Valley Council Spring Camporee at Moundsville State Penitentiary in West Virginia. We completed 2 nights in the courtyard. We did fingerprinting merit badge, and my favorite part was the ghost tour, where we went into the jail cells and it was really cool.
My favorite trip was kayaking in the Loyal Hannah River, which was about 8 miles and took up to 4 hours.
Scouting has been a really great learning experience for me. I have made good friends and learned scout skills, and I recommend scouting for anyone who loves fun, friendship, and the outdoors. Thank you.
everybody. I'm Marianne Fabian. I'm the Scoutmaster, and this is Grace Sarver. She's our Assistant Senior Patrol Leader. If anybody has any questions, we're more than happy to answer them. Or you have our troop overview with our contact information.
Hi, I'm Luke Nichols from Troop 211, and I am Scout Rank. I'm also the AP Patrol Leader. And stuff I like about Scouts is that we go on many fun trips. Like this year, we are heading to an escape room, and we're also heading to a battleship called the USS New Jersey. Other things I like about Scouts is that I get to hang with my friends and do fun activities with them.
My name is Ethan and I'm Troop 211's Outdoor Ethics Guide. You should join Troop 211 because of all of the fun stuff we do. Like this year, we're going to Via Ferrata in West Virginia, where you can zip line and rock climb and more. You should join our troop again because you can spend time with your friends and you can have fun.
We are the comically large spoon patrol from Troop 211. Only a spoonful.
My name is Austin Rankenbach. I'm from Troop 211. I'm a patrol leader. My scout is Scout Rank. I am excited for the 30-mile kayak trip, and I think that the younger scouts should be ready to come into the troop, and I think they're having a fun time.
My name is Brian Davis. I am Scout Rank, and one thing I like about the troop is to go on a lot of trips. An upcoming trip that I'm excited about is the Penn's Caves, and why I think Weeblos and can join is like they would just have fun, like yeah.
My name is Jacob Shepard. I'm a Scout Rank. My favorite part of the troop is the people in the troop, and the troop I'm excited about is the escape room.
I am Jacob from Troop 211, and I am a tenderfoot, and I am a quartermaster. One of the fun trips that we have coming up is the Penn's Caves trip. It is a flooded cave that we are going through with boats. I like the troop because of all the fun things that we get to do. And those trips, you get to make a lot of memories from them and make a lot of friends.
I'm Clint Olson from Troop 211. I am webmaster. I am star rank. I love how many activities we do in the troop. I think new scouts would have a lot of fun with the activities that we do, and I'm excited for the upcoming escape.
Good evening, everybody. My name is George Calderon.
And my name is Tyler Patterson.
I'm the Scoutmaster for Troop 211.
And I'm the Senior Patrol Leader for Troop 211.
If you're looking to join a troop, if you have not decided, we meet at Faith United Methodist Church in Delmont, Pennsylvania, Monday nights at 7 o'clock.
Make sure to come out and visit us once in a while.
We have a lot of fun during the summer with our activities, and the fellows that you just seen on the computer there introduced you to some of the activities we have. Come and see us, Belmont, PA, Troop 211. Thank you.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Carter, and this is Gabe, our SBL, and we are from Troop 478. Our location is St. Benedict's Parish at Greensburg, PA.
Who we are. We have approximately 35 members of various rank. Our members attend various schools, including Greater Latrobe and Greensburg-Salem.
So our recent activities include hiking the 70-mile Laurel Highlands hiking trail. Our troop's goal is to finish it. We have 13 miles left, and we're planning to do that next month.
Our recent activities, we like to stay overnight at Fort Ligonier a lot, including a candlelit tour of the fort. That's always a good one. Our recent activities include camping at Ohio and including rock climbing. More recent activities is an air show at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Some of our high adventures include Yellowstone for 5 to 6 days, hiking, backpacking, camping, rodeos, and whitewater rafting. More on the high adventure, we do sailing in the Keys for 7 days on a 44-foot catamaran boat. We also did snorkeling, swimming, kayaking, fishing, and bird watching. If you want to learn more, join us for our open house Monday, January 23rd at 7 p.m. at St. Benedict's. All right, thank you guys for listening.
Hello, my name is Brayden. I'm the senior patrol leader here at Troop 305. I'd like to welcome you to join our troop. We have a great place to meet and leaders that help us with scouting and skills. And most importantly, we have fun while doing it. We have 2 separate patrols, the Radioactive Gummy Bear Ninjas and the Goonies. Both of these patrols take part in various games and activities. Here are some of the things you can look forward to while joining our troop.
Hello, I'm Gabriel. I'm the troop guide for Troop 305. I like bonding with nature and the outdoors. Me and the other scouts play games to bond with each other. We are making friendships from other schools. We are bonding using the patrol method. We also bond through teamwork, activities, sports, and on campouts.
Hello, my name is Preston. I'm the troop historian. We worked on the following outdoor skills: fire building, tarp shelters, knife and axe safety, cooking, and navigation. We practice safety while doing these.
Hello, my name is Logan Nolan, and I am the quartermaster of Troop 305. One outside activity is camping. Another is outside games. We also do various services such as raking, eagle projects, scouting for food, fishing derby, and services for the Kingston Club. This is a great opportunity to touch grass.
Hello, I'm Karen McCune, and I'm the troop librarian of Troop 305. I like camping in our troop because I get to start and build fires. I also like camping because I get to build shelters a lot. Camping is the most fun because we get to see the wildlife. We also get to carve sticks with our knives.
My name is Jordan. I am the troop chaplain. We eat food on different occasions, like the Blue and Gold banquet, we eat cake and other food. And at the Christmas party, we eat cookies and other food. And the Thanksgiving party, we eat lots of food like cookies, mashed potatoes, and cranberry sauce. All food is provided by our awesome leaders.
I am Joey. I am the Assistant Senior Patrol Leader. Thank you for listening. Come join us at Troop 305. Thank you.
Hello everyone, we hope you enjoyed our video. This is our instructor, Ben Des, and this is our Assistant Senior Patrol Leader, Joey. And we would just like to know if you have any questions about anything presented in the video or anything that wasn't even presented in the video. Go ahead and just go ahead and let us know.
Hello, welcome to the Troop 488 presentation. We're a troop located in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. We meet at St. Paul's on Wednesday nights from 6:45 until 8:30. I'm Sam Pozeski. I've been in the troop for about 6 years now. I'm the SPL, which means I'm the Senior Patrol Leader. One of the big draws of our troop is that we're able to go on many campouts. We go on campouts from March to November. March and November campouts are cabin campouts. We camp inside, but we do many activities outside. The other times, we're in tents, of course. However, during the summer, we get to go on the Conestoga Camp, which is a summer camp. It's a week-long camp where you get to go with your friends, do merit badges, and acquire things you need to rank up. It lets you do many opportunities you wouldn't usually be able to do just within your troop. We have 50 kids and 30 adults in our troop right now, which is a large troop.
Hi, I'm Owen Zimkovic. I'm a first class scout and I've been with the troop for about 2 years now. I'm also a patrol leader. Speaking off of what Sam said, our troop does many campouts, but my favorite are the specialty campouts. But definitely, of the 4 specialty campouts we do, one is my favorite. That would be the Laurel Highlands hike. It's a 3-day hiking trail adventure over one section of the Laurel Highlands hiking trail. On these hikes, we eat dehydrated food, we bring our own water, our own cooking utensils, and we have to hang bear bags so the bears don't get our food. It's the most entertaining part of those hikes, I think, because every time they miss the rock, you have to go get it. Another fun specialty campout we do is the historical campout, where we go hike around historical battlefields in the state of Pennsylvania. This year we went to the Valley Forge encampment, but last year we went to the Gettysburg battlefields, which was a lot of fun. We got to sleep in a RV park for summer travelers. We were very close to the battlefields, so it was a fun day of walking around the battlefields and downtown Gettysburg to find out what happened at these historical battles. Another fun thing we do is the Thanksgiving cooking challenge at our November cabin campout, where all the troops, all the patrols get together and we have to cook separate Thanksgiving-based meals. Eventually, the leaders will judge our meals and give us a rating.
Hello, my name is Xavier Belton. I am a tenderfoot, and I've been with the troop for 2 years. Since we are a large patrol, we are in 6 patrols. We each have our own boxes used for cooking, known as cook boxes. These contain our cooking utensils such as ladles, wicks, and wooden spoons. This also contain pots, pans, and bowls used for mixing. We use propane stoves with griddles and cast iron skillets. We get to plan our own meals, and then we get to shop for our own patrol, and then we cook with the rest of the people in our patrol.
Hi, my name is Zach Hoffman. I am a fourth year scout. I am a life rank and I was a troop guide. Some things about being troop guide is we teach the new scouts on a 10-week program how to go about their first 10 weeks in the troop. We teach them how to use knives, axes, and saws properly so they won't cut themselves. We teach them how to tie knots so that they'll know how to tie down their tent stakes so that they don't blow away. We also teach them how to do blue cards, which will help them to earn merit badges. And we also teach them the Scout Oath, Scout Law, the Outdoor Code, and all of the ranks, so they'll be better prepared and have more knowledge about our troop. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this presentation. You can feel free to come on Wednesday at 6:45 to 8:30 to come visit our troop. We will have an informational slide after this with all of our contact details. Feel free to visit any troops so you can see what troop will better fit what you like.
Hello, my name is Xavier Bellin. I'm a tenderfoot scout and I've been with the troop for 2 years now.
Hello, my name is Owen Spivak. I'm a first class scout and I've been with the troop for counting on 3 years now.
Hello, my name is Zach Hoffman. I've been with the troop for 5 years and I am a life rank now. Do you guys have any questions or comments?
Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah Zabrowski. I'm our incoming troop committee chairperson. We would love to have you come and visit us at St. Paul's in the Carbon neighborhood of Greensburg, and definitely reach out if you have any questions. Thank you.
Okay, well, those are our presentations for this evening. Want to thank our troops and our scouts and their leaders for being part of this event. Hope those that are here in person and that joined us online or maybe watching this later on the Westmoreland Fayette Council website learned a lot about what it means for our Cubs to transition and bridge over to Scouts and what the requirements are for making the bridge. And really that process now begins of visiting the troops. As we said earlier, visit at least 3, but you can visit as many as you want and really start looking for that fit. So we appreciate you so much for being here tonight, for our PACs and our Cubs and their adults and leaders, and for our troops for their involvement and getting this information out to you so that you can begin that process of bridging over to Scouting. So I'm going to turn this over now to our Laurel Hills District Executive, Jesse Bush. He'll have a few words and then we'll be wrapping up our event for the night.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Jesse. I am your district executive. First of all, I want to thank all of our units and their volunteers that showed up here at St. Bruno's. Beautiful event, many activities for the kids to do. We had 11 Cubs show up here live here at St. Bruno's and had 9 show up online. So thank you very much. So we have 19 very well-informed Webelos that are getting ready to join Scout troops. I couldn't have done this without Mike's leadership. Mike is an amazing leader here in Scouts. He's done this event for now 3 years for us, and it is getting better every year. So Mike, thank you very much for what you've done. We have actually seen growth in our BSA membership because of Mike's efforts in this program. So Mike, again, we thank you very much for your leadership in what we're doing here. To all you Cubs that are looking for your Scout troops, can't echo enough. Go visit till you find the right unit. Scouting is about you. This is not about wearing a number on your sleeve, but it's about finding the right fit for you. I'm very excited to have you all as part of our organization, and I look forward to your next adventures here in Scouts BSA. Thank you very much and have a great night, everyone. And thank you for spending the last hour and 5 minutes with us.